okay, it's November, but technically it's still fall. These are the must-watch Black TV shows of fall 2024. Our girl on the thumbnail is Natasha Rothwell, and she is starring in her own show called How to Die Alone. We loved her on Insecure. I know I loved her on Insecure as Kelly. She directed one of my favorite episodes on Insecure. So to find out she has her own show, I was ready. This show is How to Die Alone. It tackles complex themes like identity, self worth, and loneliness, which was refreshing to see because people don't really talk about how lonely adulting can be. She is dealing with the overwhelming idea that everyone around her seems to have it all together while she feels adrift, which we all need to acknowledge none of us truly have it all figured out. We're forever growing as human beings. So, this show is a true celebration of personal growth, imperfection, and the messy, often hilarious process of figuring out who we really are. Out of all of these shows, this one has my heart because I was not expecting to get so emotional during some scenes. Like, it came out of nowhere because basically, off the trailer, it was giving like comedy, kind of happy. But as you continue to watch, it turns into like a dark comedy because, girl, it got deep at some parts. Like, I was not expecting it. It caught me off guard. I loved it though. And I truly had like deep belly laugh moments, like this one scene in the hospital. I'm not gonna give it away, but I had to pause the show because that's how hard I was laughing at that scene. It had me rolling. So, out of all the shows, definitely watch this one because you will not be disappointed. We need a season two ASAP, okay? On to the next, we have Reasonable Doubt. Now, this show is grown and sexy. Season two, in my opinion, bypassed season one because it chilled out on the sex. So we really got to watch the interfacings of Jax working and balancing her family. Season two picks back up where season one left off, with her best friend calling her that she just unalived her husband, who was the beloved NFL player JT. Its unique blend of courtroom drama, emotional nuance, and timely social issues. Because if you're not aware, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which is why I didn't get this out in October, but anyways, we're here now. So the main topic of this season was Jax finding out her best friend was in this abusive marriage, and she's helping her not go to prison for this murder. Some other storylines are a new DA Jax is up against. She's going to marriage counseling as well as her own therapy to deal with what happened last season when she was kidnapped and whatnot. And her kids are getting more screen time because they start to be rebellious as their parents demanding jobs are not only causing strain on their marriage, but also it's neglecting their children's needs. And can we just get a standing ovation for Morris Chestnut? This man stays with a job. At the end of the season, it left with a bit of a cliffhanger, so we need a season three ASAP. Y'all go check it out, please. On to the next, we have Fight Night, the $1 million heist. If you haven't heard about this show, then you've been under a rock because this show is packed with an ensemble of heavy hitters. I'm talking about Samuel Jackson, Terrence Howard, Taraji P. Henson, Don Cheadle, Kevin Hart, Felicia Rashad, Chloe. Like it can keep going. Y'all can keep going. This show had so many moving parts, but it was never confusing. It's centered around the Atlanta Muhammad Ali comeback fight, where Atlanta was willing to host him after Muhammad Ali denied going to fight in the war when he was drafted. So, as all of that is going on, the small time hustlers in Atlanta wanted to make a payday opportunity for them. So, we come across Kevin Hart's character named Chicken Man. He's a small time hustler that wanted to throw a big party for the Black Mafia, who decided to come into the city to also enjoy the festivities that was going on in Atlanta. Things get crazy, resulting in the party getting robbed. Little did we know the heist itself was more than just a robbery. Each member in this story brings something crucial to the table. But in the world of crime and deception, no one is entirely trustworthy. I'm glad they made this into a short series because a movie would not have given this story justice. Give this a watch because you would not be disappointed. On to the next, we have Emperor of Ocean Park. Honestly, I just love seeing well to do Black families on screen. I get tired of degeneracy, so this show starts off with the death of Judge Oliver, resulting in the beginning of a much larger conspiracy involving money laundering, illegal activities, more corruption, some very dark secrets. But to switch gears a bit, I enjoy the sibling aspect of this show, where the real niggas that know you and grew up with you in the same household as you will call you out on some BS that's not making sense, and in their case, trying to steer each other in other directions for their own safety, just like real siblings will do. Just those scenes of the siblings communicating, trying to figure out the family dynamics and moving on with their life after a family member has died. And they're like retouching on situations that happened as they were kids. They're now discussing it with their adult mindsets to one another. I love seeing that. That's also why I enjoyed American Fiction so much, which, by the way, the full reaction to American Fiction is on my channel. So, to get back to this show, the legal aspect of the show revolves around a high stakes investigation, mostly due to the daughter of the judge who died because she did not believe that her dad died of natural causes. So, with twists and turns that reveal the shady underbelly of Ocean Park, which is the exclusive community where they live. Okay, real talk, spoiler alert. In 3, 2, 1. My quick 2 cents on the wife cheating. I forgot his name. The professor. He's basically one of the main stars of the show. The professor at the college. He suspected and eventually finds out his wife is cheating. And I'm just like, why did you marry a woman who cheated on her first husband to get with you? Like, you didn't see that as a red flag. Like, his sister was like, well, I didn't like the bitch anyway because I knew she cheated on her first husband. Like, the sister clocked it. And I'm like, I'm not surprised that she cheated. And when we find out who she cheated with, I was like, oh, this girl is foul. What the? Oh, I understood because the man was fine as hell. But I was like, girl, you already cheated on the first husband. Now you cheated on your second husband. And this husband you have a kid with. And you still. Oh, she foul. But I'm not surprised. I was like, damn, you foul as fuck. But still, it was just. It was so funny. He had that nigga running around town trying to figure out who the fuck she cheated with and shit, and like getting punched in the eyes and shit. It was just it's not funny. Anyways, definitely check out this show because of course the acting was on point. They're pretty much established actors. We also have Forrest Whitaker as the judge who died. And I was so happy to see the main guy who played Ronnie. Oh, was it Ronnie? Wow, my mind is just going blank. But I think he played Ronnie on Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, like the crazy mental, just got out of prison Ronnie. So it was really cool to see him in this role as like a normal person. Anyways, y'all, okay. On to the next, we have Johnson. Not many people know about this show because it's not on a well-known site. It's called Bounce. My best friend and I randomly found this show and binge watched it to catch up. I loved how this TV show shows the vulnerability of our Black men. It can get teachy at sometimes. Like, you will know what lesson they're trying to convey to you, but it's surprisingly not annoying.
Man, you know how much hate I get from Black folks because of who I chose to marry? Right? When I go to the restaurants in the Black neighborhoods, I see the stares, I see the whispers.
It's because of how it looks.
Oh, how's that?
Another successful Black man with a white woman. With all these beautiful Black women out here, right?
Jarvis, Greg has a point.
Yo, I didn't choose Lisa because she wasn't Black. I fell in love with who she is as a person. I don't know why that's so hard to understand.
Ball.
No.
I ball. That went out of bounds.
Yo, man, what's your problem?
Yo, don't be pushing me, man.
What you talking about, dude?
Hey,
What are you guys doing?
Hey, you guys are supposed to be brothers. What are you doing? Yo, he needs to start acting like it, man.
Man, if you got something to say, then just say it. You seem like you got a problem with everything I do.
Not everything, just the tomfoolery, man.
I'm the tomfoolery. I understand the hate from some black people. And I'm not surprised from hate from almost anyone. But you, my brother, you're supposed to be.
I kept coming back because it truly made me happy that a show like this is on air. I really want every black boy and man to watch this show. It showcases like true camaraderie, intentionality, of course, the vulnerability of what they're dealing with in their everyday life, and like the family and friendship growth. Because they knew each other at a very young age, and we all know like friendships grow and change over time. So to have them all continue to grow with one another is very pleasant to watch. Of course, it's going to have its witty and comedic moments, so it's definitely not a boring show. I felt like season 4 went by fast, but that's probably my fault because I did the 7-day free trial with Bounce, so I had to binge watch it within that time frame. All I know is that this show is slept on heavy, so go check it out, y'all. On to the next, we have Power Book 2 Ghosts. Now, y'all, I say this for last because I was super disappointed in season 4. I put this on the must-watch list because by this point, Power is a well-known TV show, especially in the Black community. So if you've been following along OG Power, it's been damn near 10 years now. So you have to know about Power Book 2 Ghosts. And I feel like you have to follow it because it's been so long, we got to know where the story is ending up. You feel me? But y'all, this season was not good. I was just so disappointed because there's too many stupid storylines that you'll basically find yourself talking to the TV like, why the fuck would you do that? Oh, why are you doing that? Nigga, why are you doing that? It's just like they build these villains up to be so powerful and they fall just like that. And it's like, I thought you were a heavy hitter and you get taken down by this nigga. Not saying that Tariq is some like bozo, but he's not on Ghost level yet. And I think their main point of this season was trying to get him on Ghost level, which they kind of succeeded at the very end.
The machine is ready to go as soon as I say go. After that, I'm basically
A ghost.
yeah, a ghost.
I was like, oh, that's cute. So he's basically turning into his dad. Oh, cute, cute. But no, you can't even fight. You can't even successfully complete a hit. And now you basically trying to take over the ghost name. That acting is but we watch because we love the OG Power so much that we gotta see where this legacy and story is going. Power Book 3 Raising Kanan is my favorite spin-off off the Power franchise. They have amazing actors, well-written storylines. I believe that's because 50 Cent cares more about Kanan, his character. That's why he has better actors and better storylines. But anyways, y'all, this season is a must-watch because we got to follow the story. But if you're not really a Power fan, don't really know about Power, nigga, you can skip this. You can skip it. You can skip it, okay? The first 5 that I mentioned, please go check it out because we need more seasons. We don't want these shows to get canceled. I know I don't. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.